Okay, well, I'm Wendy Burke, and it's wonderful to have another Wendy here. I'm from Half Moon Bay, right upstairs from REA, and my practice is Jewish renewal, though I'm also from service space, learning about acts of kindness, and so I'm combining both right now. And I'm Andrew. I'd be interested. I've heard REA talk over the years about the light and sound current, and I'm just wondering what that is. Since so many people here meditate, I'd be interested in knowing about that.
Thank you, Wendy. Jamie, I'm going to call on you. Since you're next on my, whoops, let me try to unmute you here. There we go.
Can you hear me?
If you speak a little louder, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. My name is Jamie, and I live in the Bay Area, South Bay Area. And I'm practicing Vipassana meditation for like 10 years now. And I'm interested in different traditions, and at the same time, I'm focused on Vipassana meditation, but I'm still interested in different traditions as well. Yeah.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you. Kay.
Hi,
And by
everybody.
the way, we're hearing a little background noise, so I'm going to ask each of you to mute your audio if you can, and then I'll unmute you. Yeah. Okay, so Kay.
Hi, I'm Kay Sandberg. I'm in Ashland, Oregon, which is on the West Coast, just over the California border. It's a lovely, stormy, nurturing kind of rainy day here. I actually probably identify myself as sort of what the Dalai Lama calls beyond religion at this point, not out of arrogance, but really out of a deep embracing for the universalities, including love. Really, I'd like to think that my religion that I practice every day is love and compassion in action. And I'm very intrigued. The second time I read the passage "Life Beyond Death" from Andrew, I got even more intrigued, particularly by one sentence. So I bring curiosity to the circle. If may I read the sentence?
Why don't we leave that? Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
I bring curiosity to the circle. You really piqued my interest, Andrew.
Well, now you piqued our curiosity with that one sentence.
Or
Well, go ahead and read it. Okay.
all right. It's not that long a sentence.
Okay, go ahead.
There is only one way out of this abyss of despair, which is to adopt and accustom ourselves during our lifetime to nature's process of the withdrawal of the spirit current from the body while still in a conscious state.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, Ari.
Oh, yes. Hello. My name is Ari Nessel. I live just north of San Francisco. And I would say my daily spiritual practice is Vipassana meditation. And but in terms of identifying as a religion, I guess I would be a Buddhist yogi born Jewish who is learning from all theologies.
Okay, got that. Thank you, Ari, and thank you for joining us today. And Diane.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Diane Elliott. I live in El Sobrante, California, which is in the East Bay, about 8 miles north of Berkeley. I'm a Jewish renewal devotional practitioner who has a lot of interest in deep ecumenism, which is what we are calling the confluence of faiths in Jewish renewal right now, and just came from a conference with that as the topic. And also I just watched the film last night, Life Itself, Roger Ebert's film. So I'm really holding this deep desire to enter more fully into the relationship between life and death, and how deepening our involvement and our openness to the dying process increases our life, our liveliness while we're here.
Thank you, Diane. Beautiful. Nipun.
Hello, my name is Nipun. I am at the moment calling from Berkeley, California. It's hard to say how I identify myself. I think I was born a Hindu, so I would identify myself as a Hindu, but I'm married to a Sikh wife, so I'm especially excited about today's call. I consider myself half Sikh for that purpose, and I'm really a practitioner of Buddhist meditation. I know most about Buddhism, so I feel a strong affinity in that direction. But really, I think, like Kay said, love is the religion for me. So thank you.
Thank you, Nipun. So glad you're with us today. Indigo.
And I'm in the East Bay. I'm in Richmond. Actually, I'm not
Can
right
you make your voice a little louder or closer to
Yeah,
your mic? Yeah.
Is that better? I just turned up my volume.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, so I'm very close to the woman who's in El Sobrante. I'm just on the other side of the canyon in Richmond. And my background, I study with a Buddhist teacher, and I have for about maybe 15 years or so. But that's not, I don't think that's my background noise, by the way, because I've got a mic right up to my mouth.
Okay.
So I study that, and I'm also very open to like traditions that are more channeled, and I'm very interested in that. I used to teach channeling and also do some channeling myself, and so I resonate a lot in my daily practices actually with information that comes from there. So it's kind of the very old tradition of Buddhism that's like kind of my foundation, and then I add on things that are coming from channeled information.
Thank you, Indigo. This is your first time with us, so thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
And now, the other Wendy Wemple, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Awesome.
I'm Wendy Wemple. I have not joined this circle before. I honestly thought it would be a giant crowd of people and I could just sort of, listen around the edges sort of thing, but I like participating too, so that's good. I'm currently studying with two people. One is James Twyman, and his work is based on A Course in Miracles, so I'm very deep into that. Although I read a lot of other spiritual masters, and I do find it really, everybody is all saying the same thing. And I saw this email come up, and I just thought this sounds incredibly interesting, and it also sounds like right along the paths of things that I'm learning. So I was very interested to hear Andrew today. And I'd like to make a shameless push for the fact that James Twyman is organizing he's going to Syria. He'll be in Syria on February 1st, and he's organizing a world peace vigil for 15 minutes. He's got religious leaders from the Middle East joining him. He's going to be doing a peace concert. If anybody's interested, they can go to jamestwyman.com, and we're hoping to get critical mass.
I think any of us, who may want to share these kinds of things can do it afterwards on our email list or on our blog.
Okay.
And anyway, thank you very much for joining us. I'm really glad you can be with us, Wendy.
Thank you.
Kavi, I think you're next. Oh, except I have to unmute you. Little detail here. I got you unmuted. Okay.
Hi, this is Kavi. I'm from Fremont. This is my first time joining this circle. I'm born as a Hindu. I just started my spiritual journey last year. I learned Vipassana meditation, and I'm just here to listen to all the wise and wonderful people and learn from them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I look forward to learning from you, Kavi. Libby.
Good morning. Sorry I'm here by myself. Len had another commitment, and I'll say right now that I too need to leave by 10:15, but I wanted to be part of this as long as possible.
Glad you could join us. Thank you.
I'm came from a Presbyterian background, but because Len is Jewish, we've incorporated our two background faiths and then included many others along the way as well. So I would say that my personal path is living on the belief that we're all interrelated, interconnected, and interdependent. And because of that reality, we have to learn how to love in every situation. So every day is a challenge and a new opportunity to figure out what our biases are and how we're going to bring the world together in a way that we can survive together. So I guess I'm a spiritual hobo, and not to be corny if today maybe I'm a seeker.
Well, thank you for hoboing in our direction, Libby. It's just been so great to have you and Lynn involved in what we're doing. Bill Goldberg.
Yes, I'm Bill Goldberg. I'm calling in from Burlingame. That's just south of the airport here on the San Francisco Peninsula. I would identify myself as someone who grew up in the conservative Jewish tradition and was intrigued by what is now called renewal. At the time, it was just beginning. I had some meditation practices that I originally learned from my grandfather as relaxation, and I practiced some from a Eastern tradition from India with a guru many years ago in the 70s. And lately I've been participating over here on the peninsula on Monday nights with Or Halev, which is a meditation group out of Berkeley, and they come to San Mateo once a week.
Thank you for joining us, Bill.